The Voices of the Son of Hope Orphanage. In a small town forgotten among the hills of the countryside, surrounded by a dense, foggy forest, stood the Son of Hope Orphanage. Built in the late 1950s, it was a dark brick mansion with tall windows and hallways that were far too long for any child to feel safe. Around 30 orphans lived there, along with 5 staff members. All of them under the strict supervision of the headmistress, Miss Clotilde, a rigid, silent woman, always dressed in black. It was said Clotilde didn't like children. She claimed that discipline is love, but her punishments were cruel. She would lock kids in dark rooms, cut meals, force them to kneel on gravel for hours. The townsfolk preferred not to get involved. Better there than on the streets, they used to say. The fire. It happened on a winter night. July 12th, 1976. One of the coldest nights ever recorded in the region. The firewood was damp, and Clotilde ordered one of the older boys, a quiet child named Elias, to go down to the basement and fetch kerosene to light the fireplace. No one knows exactly what happened next, but at 3:12 a.m., the orphanage caught fire. The flames spread too quickly, unnaturally quickly, as if the building had been waiting to burn. Walls exploded, floors collapsed, and the screams of the children echoed through the forest. Only 3 children survived. Miss Clotilde vanished. Her body was never found. The fire was ruled an accident. The report said accidental combustion due to improper handling of flammable material. But there were strange details. The bodies were all found inside their rooms, doors locked from the inside. And the basement was missing, as if it had been erased from the building's layout. The place remained in ruins for decades. No one dared to touch that land again. In the early 2000s, local teens started exploring the ruins for fun. Nature had taken over most of what remained, but some rooms still stood. That's when the stories began. Adriana, a university student who visited the site in 2003, said she heard children laughing inside a broken wardrobe. When she opened it, it was empty. But a small handprint appeared on her shoulder, as if someone had pushed her. In 2008, a group of friends camped at the site as a dare. One of them, Raphael, went missing for hours in the middle of the night. When found, he was curled up inside a pantry, crying and repeating, "She's here. She locked the door. She's going to leave me in the dark forever." He was never the same again. There are recordings made at the site where crying, wood scratching, and a woman's voice can be heard whispering, "Back to your rooms, it's bedtime." Some locals claim that on cold July nights, you can see a silhouette in the second-floor window of the old orphanage, a woman holding a candle, and behind her, small shadows, holding hands. What haunts the orphanage? Many believe Miss Clotilde never left, that the orphanage became a reflection of her tortured soul, and that the children, the ones who died locked in, are trapped, endlessly repeating their last night of fear. But there's a darker theory. According to Elias, the boy who survived and lived into the 1990s, the fire was no accident. In a letter he wrote before disappearing, he claimed Clotilde performed rituals in the basement, that she believed she could make the children perfect through purification by fire. He wrote, "She said she was our real mother, that our other mothers had abandoned us, but she never would. She promised to keep us with her, forever." Elias disappeared 3 days after writing that letter. The police declared him missing. To this day, no one has ever found the basement. Today, the ruins are still there, overgrown with weeds, but oddly, there's a clearing around the structure, as if nature refuses to reclaim that space. Visitors report hearing synchronized knocking, like dozens of small hands beating on the walls at once. Dogs refuse to enter, phones stop working, and on one of the surviving walls, written in what appears to be charcoal, are the words, "We're with Mommy now." So if you ever find yourself near that forgotten little town nestled between the hills, and you think about visiting the Son of Hope orphanage, bring matches, because they say, if you turn off your flashlight, the children will turn everything off with you. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe, or Clotilde maybe come to visit you this night. And remember, the dark is always surrounding us, just waiting for a chance. See you in the next story.